closer. That's it. Oh, Mrs. Dixon is gonna like this.
Bob, I'm afraid of your mother. Let's not go.
No, honey.
Please.
Look, we've been all through this before. Can't you get into your little head? My father died. Mother needs me. I've got to go and you're going with me. You'll like her and she'll love you and Sherry.
He doesn't even know I exist. Why didn't you tell her, Bob? In all these years, why couldn't you have said, I got married and then we have a child? Was it easier to live a lie?
A white lie. I had to. I wasn't supposed to sail in Paris after my army discharge and take up painting of all things. But I did, and I was lucky, damn lucky. Didn't the Museum of Contemporary Art in New York buy my painting?
You aren't just lucky, Bob. You're a good painter.
I am now, even in my mother's eyes. Yvonne, just try to get used to her. She's quite a gal. Oh, sure, she can be stubborn like a mule, but there's nothing she wouldn't do for me. And you're part of me, funny face. Look, we're packed. Jim's got us someone to take over our lease till we come back. And we're coming back, honey. I love Paris. I found myself here. And you.
You mean, for the first time you did something you wanted to do. Painting. And you didn't listen to anybody. Not even to your mother. For once you were yourself. And oh, Bob, I loved you for it.
And I love you, too. Even when you're a pain in the neck. Now, come on, you're tired. We can finish packing in the morning.
Bob, we don't have to go.
We don't have to do anything, but we're going. And you love California. Mother's got a big place. Swimming pool, tennis courts. You can play tennis with her. Good way to get acquainted. I'll bet I can wrangle a sports car out of Mother. I can pay her back when I get the money from the will. Hey, you smile.
I'm scared.
You're nuts. Who in the heck is that now? Yes? Jim. Sorry, old boy, we're already in bed. Oh, have a heart. We've got to finish packing in the morning. The New York Times? No, don't read it to me. I'll be right over for just a moment. Better forget the drinks. Yvonne's making a face already.
Don't go.
The art critic of the New York Times liked Naked Venus. He says I can paint.
Don't leave me alone tonight.
What's so different about tonight?
Everything.
Oh, quit worrying. Everything's going to work out just great. Hi, everybody. Thanks. Mine?
Why should I?
Say, Jim, pretty good, huh? I like what he says here about my brushstroke. And this. Definitely a personality in the making. What's the matter with that guy?
He's a critic, kid. He's got to criticize something.
To our fuming genius. How's Yvonne?
Lousy, thanks.
Why? What's the problem?
She's already made up her mind. She and Mother won't get along.
Of course they won't. Mothers-in-laws and wives never do. Why try and be different?
Poor Bob. If you hadn't tried to ditch me, you wouldn't have that problem. I'd know how to handle your precious mother.
That's just what I was afraid of.
And what else?
Don't try and find out. I did.
Look who's talking. And where would you be, dear, if it weren't for me?
Working. Could be, you know.
The great sculptor talking. It's all he ever does, talk.
Okay, sweetheart, Jim talks. Some people find it very entertaining.
I don't. Not when I have to cough up the rent. I'm not a bank, you know.
Unfortunately not.
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
I'd love it. Which reminds me, old pal, now that you're a millionaire.
Where do you get this millionaire stuff? What I'm getting isn't near that, and I haven't gotten it yet.
Should we feel sorry for him?
Bob's got problems. Me too. I need, say, 200,000 francs just to tide me over till I make the Louvre. What's $600 for you?
Look, Jim, that trip with wife and kid just about cleans me out.
You're forgetting the poodle.
Cost a lot to take him along. Sherry wouldn't go without caviar.
Sounds already like a millionaire.
More like a bourgeois, saving for that rainy day.
That's that personality in the making, like it says in the Times.
Cut it out, you two.
Money is such an unpleasant subject, isn't it, old man?
The poor dear, being stuck with Fort Knox.
What is with you two?
Nothing.
We're just plain broke.
Leave him be. He's got a wife and daughter to support. And a blue blood poodle. That's rough.
So long, you guys. See you when I get back.
Make it someday soon.
rears our little family well. I'm Bob's mother. And you're Yvonne.
Yes, Mrs. Dixon.
And here's my son's little daughter. Hi. We've been talking for quite a while, but we both are trying to avoid something. Tell me about yourself.
There's very little to tell.
Anything and everything interests me when it concerns my son's wife. How did you two meet? He's never told me.
Professionally.
Oh, you paint too?
No, I model.
Oh, gowns for one of the famous Paris fashion houses, I take it.
I model for painters, artists like Bob.
In the nude?
Of course.
You must forgive my son. He was always a little eccentric.
There's nothing strange about being nude.
Well, we here feel a little different about such things. Of course, you French have your own ideas. In a way, it's charming. So, Bob painted you. And then?
We began seeing each other after work. And we discovered we liked the same things.
Now then, while you kept seeing my boy, going steady as we call it here, you posed for other painters?
Yes, I had to support myself.
Does it pay well, being an artist model? You must forgive my ignorance.
No, but I'm fond of artists. They're nice people, mostly.
Did you go to college?
I started. I had to give it up. I couldn't afford it.
You speak English quite well.
My mother was American.
We'll make a little lady out of sherry.
I'm very grateful.
It's my duty. I'm Bob's mother. And I love to do it.
Only, we won't be here all the time. Bob and I are planning on going back to France. We still have our apartment and he has his work.
I wouldn't worry, dear. Apartments can be rented, furniture stored, and there are many things worth painting this side of our world.
Well, I see you two girls get along just fine.
Your mother's been very kind.
I had a long talk with your charming wife. Very enlightening. I'm happy to report your daughter likes her. Yvonne asked to be excused. She's all tired out.
Change of climate, probably.
Do you think she's happy here?
She loves it, Mother.
My dear boy, she loathes this country. Can't you tell? Now, don't be so shocked. Sit here close to me. We used to be friends, remember? You never called me Mother, always Mary Lou.
I've almost forgotten.
Yes, you forgot a lot of things, Bob. You were a small boy and you didn't want to go to school. Your father insisted on making a man out of you. A big, strong he-man like himself. That's why he wanted you to start out in public school like you were just any child. But Mother took your side, didn't I? And we got you a private tutor. Later, Bob, when you enlisted, you sat with me right here.
The night before I shipped out to Korea.
You were afraid of being a soldier.
I was scared to death, Mother.
You had a right to be afraid. It's only natural. But you did fine. You got all the medals.
If they'd only known how scared I was.
Only you and I know.
You're a real pal, Mother. Are you going to marry again? I mean, you're still as beautiful as ever.
Oh, dear, no, I wouldn't think of marrying. Now that I have you and a lovely granddaughter.
Yvonne won't mind.
Yvonne. She is a responsibility, isn't she?
She's my wife. I love her.
You love your art and you're trying to be loyal.
No, Mother.
I know my boy when he's afraid. And you're afraid now.
Afraid of what?
To face reality you never could. It's been a hasty marriage.
What are you talking about?
Yvonne's a dear, back in her own little world. Take her out of it. Force her to be the wife of a young, successful artist, and she becomes a problem. I had a long talk with her. She was quite frank with me. She wants to go back where she knows she belongs. Go home where she's happy. We'll see that she's financially taken care of.
Mother, you must be out of your mind.
On the contrary, I was never saner. You were afraid to come home.
No, I wanted to paint. Find out for myself if I could live my life.
So you found a place where you could hide with Yvonne as your housekeeper?
She gave me a child.
She added another responsibility.
We managed.
After taxes, you'll have about $20,000 left of your inheritance.
That's a fortune in France.
You aren't going to live in France. You owe your daughter the right start in life, and maybe you owe something to me.
I know.
You're not doing it by ignoring a mistake. A bad mistake. You need a wife, not an artist model.
Mother, I love Yvonne.
You like to think you do. It's easier than admitting you don't. You're always afraid of cold reality. I know.
Don't talk like that, Mother.
You know, Bob, that I'm right.
I know I never was much of a man. People thought I was. I never was a hero. The Army just handed me some medals. But I can paint. Still, I feel like a freak. Afraid of my own shadow.
Don't be afraid. I won't let anything happen to you.
Mrs. Dixon?
I am Mrs. Dixon.
My name is Rutledge. I'm a friend of the family.
Bob and his mother are out of town on business. They'll be back in a few days. Won't you sit down?
Thank you. That must be a little sherry.
Yes. Would you like a cold drink, Mr. Rutledge?
No, thank you. I came here to see you, Mrs. Dixon.
What about?
I'm an attorney. There are situations, Mrs. Dixon, which must be faced soberly and worked out to the best interest of all concerned.
I don't understand.
Your husband, my client, has retained me to start divorce proceedings. Bob wishes an uncontested divorce. No point in dragging this matter to court. He wants custody of his daughter so that his mother can raise her properly in a good, solid home where she'll have the best of care. Of course, she will enjoy visiting privileges whenever you're in our country. And needless to say, my client is prepared to take care of your financial needs.
My marriage is not for sale.
Mrs. Dixon, getting emotional won't help matters.
I want to see my husband.
You will, I'm sure. Please understand, I'm only his legal advisor.
What if I refuse?
I'm afraid you'll find that difficult. Our moral code, shall we say, differs somewhat from yours. Frankly, we don't believe in commercialized nudity. You'll find that out in court. Too late.
I need a little time, Mr. Rutledge. You see, neither my husband nor my mother-in-law told me a word of this. I'm sure you'll understand.
Of course. I'll be at my office all afternoon, or call me at home if that's more convenient. I sincerely hope that we can settle this matter pleasantly. It would be best for the sake of the child.
You'll hear from me.
I'll appreciate that, madam. Good day.
Are you Mrs. Dixon? Yes. I'm from the camp. We got your telephone call. Let me help you.
Thank you. Your camp was recommended to me by a mutual friend in Paris.
I'm glad you came, Mrs. Dixon.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Baldwin.
Please call me Helen. Everyone does. Is there something we could do for you?
Here's the telephone number of my uncle in Paris. Could you put a call through for me?
Certainly. We'd be happy to.
Thanks for everything.
That's all right, dear. You just relax now. You must be tired after your long trip. And your little girl, too. I'll show you to your cabin, and we'll send some supper up. There's a Miss Wingate to see you. She's on the terrace.
Mrs. Dixon?
Yes?
I'm Lynn Wingate. Your uncle called me from Paris. Can we talk? Now, Mrs. Dixon, I want you to tell me everything. Remember, I'm your lawyer.
Yes, but if you'll excuse me just a minute, I have to see about my little daughter.
Oh, of course.
Darling, go and play at the beach. But don't go near the water.
Maria, turn and face the king. Hold your hands over them, Don. Hippolyta and Creon kiss. That's fine.
That's just about it, Miss Wingate. It's strange, but it seems like I've known you all my life.
That's part of being a lawyer. And I try to be a good one. But to be perfectly honest, we've got a real fight on our hands. We're not only up against your mother-in-law, we'll have to battle prejudice right in the courtroom. Can't expect even a judge to understand nudism. How to pretend I do, Yvonne. That doesn't explain or excuse your husband's actions.
It really isn't, Bob. I'm sure it isn't. It's his mother.
Don't underestimate her. She knows what she wants. Her son and your daughter. I know her kind. She won't stop at anything. And their attorney, John Rutledge, he knows every trick in the book. Your husband, Bob? Well, to be perfectly frank, I have very little regard for weaklings, male or female.
He really isn't. He's an artist, and he's very sensitive.
As your attorney, I'll have to fight him. That's my job, to win for you. would help me to understand you if you'd explain all of this to me. What I really want to know is, what kind of people come to nudist parks like this? Why are you here? Exactly how does your husband feel about health cults?
Well, I'm here because I enjoy nature.
Well, I love nature, too. I'm afraid you've lost me there. I'll have to go into the subject more deeply. I'm sure I can find some experts to enlighten me. You'll be hearing from me, Mrs. Dixon.
I'm so happy you came, Miss Wingate.
Oh, I almost forgot. Your uncle cabled an advance to me and some money for you to cover expenses. It may be some time before we get a trial date. But you'll be hearing from me.
Goodbye.
Well, Miss Wingate, how do you like it here?
I love nature. I'll just have to get used to it.
Fine. That's the attitude. See you soon.
Thank you so much. Goodbye.
Bye.
Well, Bob, now that you're famous, how about a portrait? Any way you like.
Laura, you don't just sit down and paint. You've got to feel it first.
Poor me. Don't you feel anything?
Bob would love to paint you.
Here comes John.
Hello, everybody. Mary Louise, Bob. Why, hello, Laura. I just saw your father. The old boy's really going ahead, raising the entire block on 4th and Broadway.
Leave it to Dad. He'll tear down the whole town.
What do you have, John?
Scotch, thank you, on the rise. This isn't purely a social call.
You may talk freely, John. Laura's like one of the family.
Thank you, Mrs. Dixon. But I wouldn't dream of intruding, dear.
It's all right, Laura. Have you found them?
Bob, really.
I'm sorry, Bob, no. And even if I had, that's outside the case. You have certain rights, and so has your wife.
She has no right to steal my granddaughter. And you make her sorry she ever did.
I'll do the best I can, in the interest of my client. But for now, Mrs. Dixon has served us with a countersuit.
The nerve!
What can you expect?
I won't go into the charges now. They're not without merit, though.
Cooked up by her and some fresh lawyer who probably needs the money.
Not exactly, Mary Louise. She's represented by Lynn Wingate.
And who is that?
Miss Wingate's father is a judge. Important. Federal district. She's quite a capable young lady. Already earned herself a very fine reputation. Quite a feat at her age.
You know her attorney, but you haven't found her.
If I did, I'd tell you.
Let me tell you something. I don't give a hoot who her attorney is or where she is now. But I'll make her wish she'd never tangled with me. I hired a detective who's been checking up on her. And I only hope he did a good job.
Mother, I want no part of this.
Bob, your mother's only thinking of you.
Will you keep out of this?
That's gratitude for you, John.
I will not stand for dirty tactics. Yvonne happens to be my wife. She still is.
May I say something? After all, Bob, you retained me as your legal counsel. Suppose you let me handle this as civilly as possible. There's hardly any need for detectives. That's tabloid stuff. And we prefer to keep this out of the public eye, don't we?
It was nice having you and little Sherry. I hope you'll come back and see us soon. And all the luck.
Thank you, I'll need it.
Goodbye. So long. Mrs. Dixon, I'd like to brief you on some of the recent developments. I had a long talk with your husband's attorney. You met Mr. Rutledge, I understand. Well, I've known him for a long time. John has ethics, I'll say that for him. We discussed the entire case at length, and we came to a tentative agreement. We agreed to the following. You're to get the divorce. You're to retain custody of Sherry, which means plainly and sweetly you're not at fault.
Miss Wingate, what about Bob?
He's not my client. You are. Your husband and Mr. Rutledge make the following stipulation. You're to agree not to leave the country.
I don't understand. I never wanted a divorce. Bob wanted it. Why, I'll never know. And now he doesn't want me to go. Is it some kind of a trick?
If it were, I wouldn't advise you to go along with it. But I think it's a fair proposal, if substantiated by sufficient alimony. You've been hurt, not Mr. Dixon. We're dealing with a breed of mother-in-law here that can't be trusted.
You're so right.
This is my suggestion. Speak softly and carry a big stick. It's a pretty good maxim to follow. Teddy Roosevelt said that, one of our great presidents.
Now, Mr. Dixon, when a man like you, a successful young artist of excellent family, agrees to a divorce, he must have a reason, a very good reason.
I have.
Would you tell us just what reason or reasons?
Well, I love my wife and daughter very much.
Would you speak a little louder, please?
We were quite happy, very happy in Paris.
Counsel wishes you to state your reasons. Answer the question.
Mrs. Dixon never wanted to leave Paris. From the moment I told her that I had to go back to America, she began arguing.
She knew why you had to go?
Yes, my father died and my mother needed me.
Your mother hadn't seen you in several years. Is that correct?
Yes.
You wanted your wife and daughter with you to meet your mother.
Naturally.
You felt that your bereaved mother would find comfort in having her daughter-in-law and grandchild with her.
I hope so.
Weren't you sure? Was there any fiction between your mother and wife?
She never liked my mother.
Without having met her?
Yes.
How did your wife express her dislike? Did she make scenes?
Well, she would scream at me.
In front of your small daughter?
Yes, and she locked herself in the bedroom.
What did you do? Did you try to enter the bedroom?
I did.
How? What did you do?
I pounded on the door.
Did you make threats in case she wouldn't open the door?
I think so.
On such occasions, what kind of language did you and Mrs. Dixon use?
English.
I will not tolerate any demonstrations.
Did you have a night trick?
No, my wife wouldn't talk to me.
When you arrived here, would you talk to your mother?
She said hello.
Is that all?
About?
Objection, Your Honor. Mrs. Dixon isn't divorcing her mother-in-law.
I consider Mrs. Dixon Sr. an integral part of Mr. Dixon Jr.
Objection overruled. You may proceed, counsel.
How did your mother feel about that, after looking forward to such eager love to embrace her granddaughter and grandchild?
She was unhappy.
She was very unhappy. Did you try to reason with your wife?
I did, but she wouldn't listen.
Then what happened?
She left the house with our daughter.
You were present?
No, I was away with my mother.
She deserted you.
Objection! My client has never been charged with desertion.
With your Honor's permission, I'll rephrase this. Mrs. Dixon decided to leave you following another incident of mutual antagonism. Is this correct?
I guess so.
No more questions, Your Honor. Your witness?
No further questions at this time, Your Honor, but I petition for the right to recall the witness at a later time.
Permission granted. You may step down.
If it pleases the court, I'd like to introduce as our first witness, Miss Laura Weston.
Raise your right hand. You swear to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Be seated. State your name, please.
Laura Weston.
Miss Weston, how long have you known Mr. Dixon?
Oh, as long as I can remember.
Objection, Your Honor. The witness is not specific.
Objection sustained. Please tell the court what exactly, how far back your acquaintance with Mr. Dixon dates.
Since we were children.
You grew up together then?
Yes.
And there's been a feeling of mutual liking?
Decidedly. Bob Dixon was always considerate, gentle, and attentive. And though we never talked about it, I felt that we were engaged.
You missed him when he was away in Korea, France?
Very much. When his painting, The Naked Venus, was shown to the press in New York, I went there. I liked the painting, and I was very proud of Bob. But I was shocked when I found out that the model who had posed for it had been his wife for years.
Objection. Miss Weston is not a qualified witness to testify whether it's shocking to pose for a work of art in any state of dress or undress.
Objection sustained. The court stenographer will strike that answer from the records. Will you please rephrase your question, counsel?
Thank you, Your Honor. You mean you were surprised?
I was shocked. When I heard about her background...
Objection! The witness is introducing hearsay.
I read it in the newspapers.
The witness will confine herself to answering questions.
You were astonished, were you not, Miss Weston, because you felt very close to my client?
I certainly was. A man like Bob lowering himself for that kind of woman.
Objection. The witness is deliberately trying to damage my client's reputation.
Objection overruled. Will counsel for the plaintiff kindly oblige this court by letting the witness come to the point she wishes to make?
Exception.
Did you ever meet Mrs. Dixon?
I had no desire. And how could I? She ran away.
Mrs. Dixon left the house. Isn't that what you mean to say?
She took off secretly, dragging Bob's little daughter with her.
Objection. Miss Weston isn't testifying. She's conducting a smear campaign.
Objection sustained. This court is not concerned with your personal opinion, Miss Weston.
That'll be all, thank you. No more questions.
Do you wish to cross-examine, counsel?
Indeed, Your Honor. You consider yourself attractive?
Men do.
You know a great many, do you?
I am what is called very popular.
But of all your gentlemen friends, you like Robert Dixon best.
We're very fond of each other.
You won't deny you love him. It's only natural because you felt you were engaged.
That's right.
You realize, don't you, that the object of your affections was and still is a married man?
He's getting a divorce, isn't he?
Miss Weston, I'll ask the questions. You just answer them.
I object.
To what?
Your line of questioning. It clearly tends to embarrass Miss Weston.
I direct you to rephrase your question, counsel.
I will, Your Honor. Miss Weston, you don't like Mrs. Dixon.
No, I don't.
Because Robert Dixon married her?
Because I loathe her type.
Let's be specific, Miss Weston. What type? What type, Miss Weston? You never met my client. You admitted that under direct examination.
That's right.
Yet you loathe her. Her type. And what do you mean by that?
I refuse to answer.
Your Honor. The witness is belligerent. I ask you to make her answer my questions.
I direct you to answer the question asked by counsel.
She's a gold digger.
Miss Weston, I want you to prove what you just said. And remember, you're under oath.
I repeat, she is a gold digger. Europe's full of them. They're tramps. They'll do anything to get a man. A nice American boy like Bob. They even pose in the nude.
Filthy gold digger.
Liar, I am not.
I will not tolerate such a demonstration. I will hold anybody and everybody in contempt of court who flaunts the dignity of legal procedure. Obviously, Miss Wingate, Mr. Rutledge, things are happening here which you both did not anticipate. I will give you a chance to consult with individual clients. I'm calling a recess for 1 hour. The court is adjourned.
outrage.
No, Mother, it's a farce. I feel like going over to Yvonne and apologizing.
She'd like that.
Laura, why don't you keep out of this? There was no reason to put her on the stand.
I'm inclined to agree with you there. I didn't expect Laura to be an unfriendly witness.
Now listen, both of you. From here on, I want this case handled my way.
Mr. Becker, as the investigator hired by Mrs. Dixon, would you tell this court in your own words what you found out about Yvonne Dixon?
Briefly, she was born in Paris in 1938. Her father was a decorator, well known. Worked for the Comédie Française and the Paris Opera House. Her mother was an American, a dancer, made quite a name for herself in Europe. She died during the German occupation. Her daughter Yvonne was 4 years old then. The father was executed by the Germans.
Mr. Becker, what happened to the child?
The little girl was taken in by the mother's old maid who took good care of her.
What happened from then on?
She took up modeling.
Can you tell us about this more specifically?
I can. She posed for all kinds of paintings and magazine photos, mostly in the nude. I'd say she was an artist model.
I object, Your Honor. Hearsay.
Objection sustained. The court stenographer will strike that from the record.
Now, did Mrs. Dixon, also known as Yvonne Duval, belong to any particular organizations?
She did. My record shows she joined the Soul and Santé that year.
What is the purpose of this movement?
It's the biggest nudist organization in France.
Now, Mr. Becker, to the best of your knowledge, did she actively practice nudism?
Yes, she did. My records prove that.
After she married Mr. Dixon, did Yvonne Dixon practice nudism?
She still does.
Thank you, Mr. Becker. Your witness.
Mr. Becker, do you speak French?
I don't.
How did you conduct your investigation?
My partner in Paris is a Frenchman.
I see. Can you tell us why Mrs. Dixon hired you?
I was recommended to her by Mr. Weston, a former client of mine.
He's the father of Laura Weston, is he not?
Yes.
Objection. Mr. Weston acted purely as an old friend of the Dixon family.
In view of Miss Weston's testimony, I'd say there was a conspiracy against my client.
Objection sustained.
Mr. Becker, you testified as to the parentage of Yvonne Dixon. We understand her father was quite prominent as an artist. Your own records show he was executed by the Germans. Can you tell us why?
I don't quite recall this detail.
I'll help you remember. My client's father helped the Allies and was cited for outstanding courage beyond the call of duty by the French government, posthumously. You seem to have trouble recalling certain phases of your investigation.
I don't. I go by my records.
Now, a great deal has been made of the fact that Mrs. Dixon practices nudism. You stated you have records to prove it. How?
I obtained affidavits to this effect.
Who gave these affidavits?
People who know her.
Friends?
Yes.
Name them.
Jim Renault, Marion Latour.
What did these friends of the Dixons tell you?
That she is a nudist. Both Miss Latour and Mrs. Dixon belong to the same nudist organization. They went to nudist parks together. And Mrs. Dixon would take her infant daughter along.
Mr. Becker, how did you meet Mr. Renault and Miss Latour?
I was directed to them. They belong to a group of American artists.
They're not married, is that so?
Yes.
But they live together, do they not?
Objection, Your Honor. Their private lives have no bearing on the information gathered by the witness.
Objection sustained.
Where did you meet them?
In a cafe.
You, told us you were directed to them. Does that mean you introduced yourself?
Yes, and we had a few drinks together.
Did you pay for the drinks, too?
Why not? I was on an expense account.
Charged to Mrs. Dixon Sr.
Correct.
And over a few drinks, these so-called friends of the Dixons told you, a complete stranger, all about Mrs. Dixon. Did you pay for that, too?
I object.
Your Honor, I'm merely trying to establish the fact that Mr. Becker's employer, my client's mother-in-law, stopped at literally nothing to obtain anything that might damage her daughter-in-law's reputation.
Objection overruled.
Answer my question.
I paid them for the affidavits. It's being done all the time.
I'm not discussing the so-called ethics of private eyes, Mr. Becker. All I want is the facts. That's all. No further questions.
I ask the court's permission to re-examine this witness.
Permission granted.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Becker, have you ever been in a nudist park?
As an investigator, yes.
Where was that?
In France.
What was the occasion?
I was investigating the past of Mrs. Dixon.
What did you do there?
I took pictures of her with a 16mm motion picture camera.
In the nude?
That's right.
I object, Your Honor. It's unlawful in France as well as in this country to enter health parks without permission.
We're discussing evidence, not laws governing nudist camps.
Objection overruled. You may proceed, counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Becker, can you identify this?
This appears to be the receptacle in which I placed the film. The label still has my handwriting on it.
Thank you, Mr. Becker. I shall introduce this film as exhibit number 1 to be shown in this court.
I object, Your Honor. The evidence was obtained by trickery and unlawfully in flagrant violation of my client's legal rights.
It is in the very nature of evidence that it cannot always be obtained in a strictly ethical manner. Objection overruled. Are you prepared to show this court the film in question, counsel?
I am, Your Honor.
Your Honor, I move that the public be excluded to spare my client this unnecessary humiliation of a thoroughly distasteful and inhuman procedure.
I agree, counsel. Mr. Bailiff, will you clear the court?
All persons not connected with this case, please leave this court.
This has been rather startling. Mr. Rutledge, exactly what is your reason for presenting this kind of evidence?
I wish to impress upon Your Honor the absolute necessity of my client getting a divorce and sole custody of the child.
This is somewhat of a change from the original proceeding.
Indeed it is, after having seen this film.
With your Honor's permission, I intend to disprove this so-called evidence and the erroneous impression that my client's unfit to be a mother. However, I'd appreciate a little more time.
The evidence presented here by Mr. Rutledge is overwhelmingly against your client. However, Counselor, I'll continue the case on Monday. You shall have your chance.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You don't know how much I appreciate all this.
I enjoy taking little Sherry to Disneyland. I bet she's dreaming about it right now.
I wish Monday would never come. Courtrooms depress me.
I'm sure we'll win the case. Tell me, you do want to win this case, don't you? I thought so.
I do very much. But sometimes I feel as though I don't really know him.
You know only part of him, the Bob away from his mother. The father of your child, the artist. You don't want to know the other Bob because he's weak and dominated by a possessive mother.
He told me she was always more like a sister to him. An older sister.
Who sided with him against his father, who didn't understand his sensitive son. I could feel sorry for her if she weren't quite so destructive.
Then Bob isn't really to blame.
I have no use for weaklings.
Have you ever been married?
No.
Engaged?
Let's put it this way. I've tried to make myself fall in love. None of the men measured up. Not quite. My specifications are pretty stiff.
What do you expect of a man?
A lot. He should be a little bit like my father, Judge Wingate. In the legal profession, they call him the Honorable. I guess I'm asking too much.
You mean there's no one? I don't believe it.
Oh, there is, but he doesn't know it.
A bashful type?
No, let's put it this way. He's just too considerate.
Wake him up.
How?
Oh, that depends on the man. With some, it's a different dress. Some like perfume. He might even go for a startling hair tint. Platinum blonde might do it.
Too startling for me.
Just to shock him. Some men respond to shock treatment. Is he sociable? Does he like music?
Yes, but he can't dance.
Oh, teach him. Tell him he reminds you of Fred Astaire. He'll believe you. Voila.
Thank you, I'll try. Dr. Hewitt, as curator of the Museum of Contemporary Art in New York, and as an internationally known art critic, please state whether you're here under subpoena or under your own volition.
I'll be happy to, counsel. I came to Los Angeles at my own expense after you had talked to me long distance on Saturday.
What prompted your decision?
Ignorance and prejudice have always been civilization's arch enemies, and I help to fight them wherever and whenever I can.
Is this the painting known as the Naked Venus, painted by Robert Dixon?
Yes.
How did you acquire it for your museum?
I was apprised of its existence by Professor Moreau in Paris and his niece, Yvonne Dixon. Monsieur Moreau is an old friend of mine whom I value as a great critic as well as a patron and lover of the arts.
Why, sir, did you decide to buy the painting of a then comparatively unknown artist?
Objection. My client had at that time already received a certain amount of recognition.
Objection sustained. Strike that from the record.
I'll rephrase my question. Simply, Dr. Hewitt, why did you buy Naked Venus for the museum?
I consider Naked Venus interesting, not just as contemporary art, but as an expression of our times. Art in its final definition is humanity, and therefore belongs to all humanity. We, as heads of museums, are quite aware of our multiple responsibilities to the public. Art essentially is beauty, and as such, pure, never morally objectionable. Throughout the centuries, art has centered on woman, from the mythological goddess to biblical art and down to the Madonna cult. And if we judge Naked Venus in that light, everything in connection with its creation, everything instrumental in bringing such a work about, must be considered morally clean.
Were you informed of the fact that Yvonne Dixon had posed for the painting in the nude?
Not immediately, but that would have in no way influenced my decision. After all, Rembrandt's wife posed for the master, and the Duchess of Alva was honored to sit for Goya in the nude. Yvonne Dixon is an artist's model. Posing is her function in art.
In the nude?
Yes, indeed, in the nude.
Thank you, Dr. Hewitt. No further questions. Your witness.
Thank you. Doctor, I appreciate your clarity and frankness. But will you tell us, did you also know that Yvonne Dixon was a nudist?
I object, Your Honor. The witness testified regarding nudity in art. Nudism never entered the matter.
We are primarily concerned with Yvonne Dixon's practicing of nudism. Objection overruled. Proceed to counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor. I repeat, were you aware that Yvonne Dixon belonged to a nudist organization and frequented nudist parks?
No, but that wouldn't have influenced me one way or another. I thought I made that point clear.
Doctor, how do you feel about nudism?
I am, shall we say, a firm believer in the Constitution of the United States when it comes to the habits of my fellow man or woman. I know no more about nudism than any person interested in what's going on in the world around him knows, but I understand that nudists keep to themselves and out of the public eye, that their conduct within their parks is subject to extremely strict rules and acceptable to our moral standards. In brief, the practice of nudism is anyone's private business, more or less. That is all.
Dr. Hewitt, are you a nudist?
Why don't you ask me if Michelangelo, Raphael, or Da Vinci were nudists? No.
No more questions.
You may step, Dr. Hewitt.
With your honest permission, I'd like to call my next witness, Yvonne Dixon.
Raise your right hand. You swear to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Be seated, please. State your name.
Yvonne Dixon.
Mrs. Dixon, tell us in your own words how you met Robert Dixon.
I met Bob in Paris at the studio of a friend. That was 5 years ago.
Bob, you old son of a gun.
Jim?
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you my old pal, Bob Dixon. Fellow Hellraiser and a hero.
Hi, soldier. You're cute.
Ah, leave him be. Squat, fella. Drinks, entertainment, gorgeous girls. Help yourself.
You would. That's Yvonne, our gorgeous model. Gorgeous, isn't she? Well, that lets me out.
My French isn't very good.
I speak English. Sit down, Bob.
Thank you, Yvonne.
Let's drink to something.
To Paris. And meeting you.
First time you're here?
First day.
You going back soon?
I'm supposed to, when I muster out next week. They expect me home. That's in California. My mother's got everything all planned for me. What I'm going to do, who she wants me to marry. She even sent me a snapshot of the girl.
I bet she's nice.
Not as nice as you. You know what I'd like to do? Stay and paint. Learn how on my GI Bill. Does that sound crazy? Would you help me?
I'll help you. I married him 6 months later.
Were you happy?
Yes, very much.
Mrs. Dixon, I'll have to ask you something now that's very difficult to ask. Did your husband know that you were a nudist?
Yes.
Did he object?
No.
Is this the primer of the Sunbathing Association of America?
Yes.
Will you tell us, is nudism a religion?
It is not. Nudism never has been or means to be a form of worship, and it does not interfere with anybody's religious beliefs.
Are the location of nudist parks known to the authorities?
Certainly. There's nothing secret about them. All parks are protected by the police.
Just what are the nudists trying to accomplish?
Better health for one thing, and complete relaxation. And a higher moral level. They learn to think clean, because nudism looks at sex the way we look at nature, at life itself. Normally and without false inhibitions.
Thank you. No further questions. Your witness.
No questions.
You may step down.
With your honest permission, I'll recall as my next witness, Mr. Robert Dixon. Mr. Dixon, you just heard your wife testify regarding your first meeting. Do you wish to comment on that?
Yes.
Please do so.
That party at Jim Renault's got pretty rough. Most everyone had been drinking.
Mrs. Dixon included?
Yes, and she got me drunk.
She tricked you into staying in Paris, into defying your parents' wishes. Is that what you're trying to say?
That's about it, yes.
Then it was her idea that you take up painting. That was another one of her wily schemes.
No, that was my idea. I wanted to paint.
Mr. Dixon, I want you to face Mrs. Dixon. Are you prepared to repeat your allegations regarding your first meeting? If so, do so now.
I object. I object strongly, Your Honor, to the cheap melodramatics as staged by my colleague here.
Objection overruled.
Tell us, Mr. Dixon. Tell this court, under oath, how your wife tricked you that night in Paris. How she got you drunk at that wild party.
No, I can't. Because it isn't true!
That's all. Your witness.
No questions.
This is our house, Sherry. And here's our window. And here's caviar.
Where's Daddy?
He's on a trip. See the pretty flower pot?
When is he coming home?
I hope soon, darling. Now here we put myself. You stay here and paint Mother some pretty airplanes. Lynn.
Yvonne.
You look wonderful.
I feel wonderful. Yes, I married the guy. We're on a honeymoon. Your advice didn't do any harm.
That's nice. I wouldn't have recognized you.
Thank you.
Sit down.
I doused myself with French perfume until I smelled like a tropical jungle. I dressed crazy and acted very feminine. Nothing, it didn't work. Then I lost my eyeglasses and a very important lawsuit. He remembered he was a male and had to comfort me. Got to like it. But he still didn't propose, so I did. But here I am rattling off about myself. How are you and little Sherry and Caviar?
Fine, thank you. We're all fine.
I saw Bob. He's really a nice guy.
You saw him before you left California?
No, here. Did you know Bob's in Paris?
He is.
Why, yes. I've got a hunch he'll be around to see you. My hunches have been pretty good these days. Wait until you meet my husband. He's really a nice fellow.
Oh, I'd love to.
Fine, we're at the Plaza Athénée. I'm registered under the name of, Mrs. Sherwood. I keep forgetting my name. I guess I'm not used to being married yet.
You will. It's habit forming.
Madame Dixon?
Yes?
I am Inspector Marchand from the Labor Department. I am making a routine check.
At 10 in the evening?
Oh, my apology, madame. I didn't know it was so late. It's true then, when I work, I always forget the time. Madame, my visit concerns a certain Mr. Dixon, Robert Dixon.
Oh, do come in.
Thank you, madame. Thanks, madame. It won't take too long.
I hope it isn't anything serious.
Oh, no. Mr. Dixon is applying for a license in connection with opening an art studio in order to help poor people. You are listed among his referents.
Bob, I mean Mr. Dixon is a very fine artist.
Oh, yes. I remember, isn't it the one who painted these... What was it called?
Naked Venus.
Oh, yes. Naked indeed. Now, madame, speaking as a character witness, not to be quoted, of course, would you say that Mr. Dixon is a substantial citizen?
He's a wonderful... I mean, yes.
But I was informed that he drinks quite heavily.
He does not.
But it is mentioned that he has a very violent temper.
He is sweet, gentle and generous. He hardly ever gets mad at anybody. I should know. I'm married to him.
But, madame, I don't understand. It says here that you are divorced.
I don't care what it says. We're not. I mean, not yet. Not in California.
Yes, Madame, but this is La France.
We had a misunderstanding and we got an interlocutory decree.
Oh, sound very technical.
It's quite simple. You have a year to think things over and then...
And then I see. You kiss and make up.
Well, that's the purpose of this waiting period.
Most sensible law. Madame, since you think so highly of the applicant, I shall recommend the granting of the license. You have been most cooperative. Again, my apology.
That's quite all right, monsieur. If there's any more information...
I know where to get it. Good night, madame.
Well, what did she say?
A lot.
Is she mad?
She hates you, but at the same time, she thinks you are wonderful. You know, she says that an intellectual decay, or whatever the name is for people to think things over. And she's sure been thinking all right.
You're not telling me this just to make me feel good.
Oh, no, Bob. I know that I'm not a very good actor, but still, I don't think she could pull an inspector played by me.
Thanks, Charles.
Anytime.
May I come in?